Okay, welcome to the fire weather briefing for Washington State, North Idaho for this Thursday, October the 2nd, 2025. We've got Miranda over in Spokane and myself, Dustin, here in Seattle. Before we begin, we've just got the standard disclosure here to keep your cameras off as this meeting is being recorded. So, current satellite imagery shows an upper level trough just off the Washington coast. That's going to be our main weather maker here over the next 2 or 3 days still, with some showers entering the area and some instability. We'll get to that in just a moment. Just looking at the overall fire weather summary for the next 7 days. Again, here we see the next 3 or 4 days that the upper level trough just offshore will be our main weather maker here in western Washington. We'll look at some scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms mainly near our coast and Olympic Peninsula. Then we'll see another weak disturbance bringing a chance of showers on Saturday, but then we start to really dry out after that as an upper level ridge builds into the region. And with that, I'll head over to eastern Washington to see if you have any comments, Miranda, for your side of the state.
Yes, east side, the next 2 or 3 days will have some shower chances. Best chances are today, maybe some thunder in North Idaho. Then those shower chances kind of diminish a little bit, retreating mainly to Idaho this weekend. But we have some breezy conditions in the forecast as we go into the next few days, as well as the pattern kind of evolves.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just I did have a slide. Unfortunately, I can't show right now that did show the lightning strikes over the past 24 hours. Those were mostly confined to the coastal areas and the Olympic Peninsula, and we had a few isolated strikes over southeast Washington as well. Looking at the hazards, we have no fire weather hazards currently in effect, so that is good news. Now we'll take a look at the overall weather situation, beginning with the day one chances of thunder. And that's mainly due to the upper level trough over the region. So we've got some very low end chances of thunder along the coastal areas, and then over there also in far eastern portions of Washington and North Idaho. And that'll be mainly just today. As we go forward in time, we'll take a look at the chances for wetting rain. Again, we see the best chances for wetting rain over the Olympic Peninsula, as well as the far eastern parts of Washington and North Idaho as that trough continues to affect us. But that trough will weaken and start to head inland over the next couple of days. So as we go forward, we'll see those chances diminish and basically retreat to mostly the Idaho area of our forecast. And then as we go into day 3, they head even further east as that trough starts to exit the region. One of the other weather makers or weather situations we'll be looking at with that trough continuing to impact us will be some winds. Although the actual trough will start to head eastward, we'll see a couple of disturbances clip the area as we head into the early portion of the weekend. And that will still manage to kick up a little bit of wind here, which I will bring up. So you can see fairly light winds for today, but as we get into day 2, we'll start to see some gustier winds there on the east side as that system swings through and clips our area. Do you have anything to add there on the east side on those winds?
Yeah, we're just as we get the trough moving through the area, we're expecting some of those increased gustiness as we go into tomorrow afternoon from the west. And if you shift to day 3 onto Saturday, we see that trough starting to shift southward, and the winds start to turn more northerly across the area and remain breezy, especially over the lee of the Cascades into the basin. And then heading into Sunday, still breezy from the north, but again, especially over central Washington.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, next we'll look at the trends here. This is Jefferson Creek here, our nearest site to our existing Bear Gulch fire. And as you see there on the graph, we've got the fairly moist and cool conditions here continuing over the next 2 or 3 days here in western Washington as that trough continues to impact us there. But as you go into the early portion of next week, we do see an upper level ridge start to build in the area. So we'll see a little bit of a warming trend, but nothing too significant. So nothing really significant on the fire weather impacts for us on this side of the state with that ridge. Next, I'll head over to the east side for trends, and I'll bring up Kramer first for you. Anything to add on that?
Yep, sorry, I forgot to unmute. Okay, not too much of a concern here. We do see temperatures kind of remaining relatively cool for this more seasonal. RHs are in the good to excellent category in terms of recoveries. We start to dry out as we head into the middle to early to middle part of next week with those RHs diminishing. We see some of those winds, I say, picking up there as we go into this weekend, but not really anything of major concern there, just showing that starting to happen. And then we move on to the next location, showing near Priest Lake, just showing those temperatures still remaining seasonable. But those, if you see towards the early part of next week, Sunday into Monday morning, you see those temperatures dipping into the freezing category, some lows into the mid to upper 20s as we go into Monday morning. So dealing with some of those kind of things. And then there's some occasional precipitation chances in there, but nothing too significant.
Yeah, sounds good. And then just looking ahead to the next 8 to 14 days here, we do see temperatures basically trending right around normal. And there is a weak signal for some below normal precipitation chances, especially here on the western side of the state. And then as you get further east, they're a little bit closer to normal. So nothing too significant there in terms of departures from normal as we head into the second week of October. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring up our final slide here for the end of the briefing. And of course, this will be posted online later this morning. And there's the website where you can find this. And with that, we'll go ahead and end the recording and leave it to any questions, of which I think there will be few.